The roar of aircraft engines, the thunder of artillery, the coordinated movements of ground troops advancing under a sky dominated by friendly aircraft. This is the essence of air-land operations, a revolutionary concept that redefined warfare in the 20th century and continues to shape military strategies today. Gone are the days of isolated battles fought solely on land or at sea. Modern warfare demands a seamless integration of air and ground forces, working in perfect harmony to achieve decisive victory. Air-land operations represent a fundamental shift in military thinking, recognizing the synergistic power of combining air power with ground maneuvers. No longer are air forces relegated to merely supporting roles. Instead, they are fully integrated into the planning and execution of military campaigns. This approach maximizes the strengths of both air and ground forces, creating a formidable force multiplier that can overwhelm adversaries and achieve strategic objectives with unparalleled speed and precision. The true power of air-land operations lies in the seamless synergy between aerial and ground forces. This isn't just about planes bombing enemy positions and then getting out of the way. It's about a deep, intricate dance between two distinct but complementary forces. Imagine a skilled boxer landing jab after jab to weaken and disorient his opponent. Then a powerful right hook slams in, delivering the knockout blow. This, in essence, is the essence of air-land synergy. Air power, with its speed, reach, and devastating firepower, acts as the jab, softening up enemy defenses, disrupting their movements, and severing their supply lines. Meanwhile, ground forces, with their tenacity, resilience, and ability to seize and hold territory, deliver the decisive blow, exploiting the chaos created by air power to achieve the overall strategic objectives. This intricate interplay between air and ground forces creates a force multiplier effect, where the combined impact is far greater than the sum of their individual parts. This synergy is not accidental. It requires meticulous planning, coordination, and communication between air and ground commanders. This integration begins long before the first shot is fired, with both branches working together to develop a comprehensive understanding of the battlefield, identify key enemy assets, and formulate a cohesive plan of attack that leverages the strengths of each force. In the realm of air-land operations, the Air Force plays a multifaceted and indispensable role, wielding its unique capabilities to shape the battlefield and pave the way for ground forces to achieve their objectives. Like a celestial blacksmith, the Air Force hammers the enemy from above, softening their defenses and forging opportunities for victory. One of the Air Force's primary contributions is conducting airstrikes against high-value enemy targets. These strikes can cripple enemy infrastructure, disrupt their command and control networks, and degrade their ability to wage war effectively. From strategic bombing campaigns that target factories and supply depots deep behind enemy lines to tactical airstrikes that eliminate key enemy assets in close proximity to friendly forces, the Air Force's ability to deliver precise and overwhelming firepower from the sky is a game changer on the modern battlefield. Beyond direct attacks, the Air Force provides invaluable close air support to ground troops engaged in combat. This involves coordinating airstrikes with pinpoint accuracy to eliminate enemy positions, break up enemy attacks, and provide cover for advancing troops. These strikes can turn the tide of battle in an instant, providing a much-needed lifeline to ground forces facing heavy resistance. Furthermore, the Air Force plays a critical role in reconnaissance, utilizing advanced aircraft and drones to gather intelligence on enemy positions, movements, and capabilities. This information is crucial for developing an accurate picture of the battlefield, enabling commanders to make informed decisions and effectively allocate resources. By providing a clear and constantly updated view of the enemy, the Air Force acts as the eyes and ears of the ground forces, enhancing their situational awareness and enabling them to maneuver with greater precision and effectiveness. Section 4. Boots on the ground. The Army's vital role in air-land operations. While the Air Force dominates the skies, it is the Army with its boots firmly planted on the ground that ultimately determines the outcome of any conflict. The Army's role in air-land operations is not merely to mop up after the Air Force has had its say. It is to tenaciously seize and hold ground, to engage the enemy in close-quarters combat, and to achieve the tangible objectives that define victory. The Army's primary mission in air-land operations is to conduct ground assaults, maneuvering across the battlefield to engage and destroy enemy forces. This involves a wide range of combat operations, from large-scale offensives involving armored divisions and mechanized infantry to smaller-scale raids and reconnaissance missions conducted by specialized units. Regardless of the scale or scope of the operation, the Army's ability to close with and destroy the enemy on the ground is the decisive factor in achieving victory. However, the Army's role is not limited to brute force alone. Effective air-land operations require seamless coordination between ground and air assets, and the Army plays a crucial role in this integration. Army units are trained to call in airstrikes with precision, guiding the Air Force's firepower onto enemy targets and minimizing the risk of friendly fire. They also work closely with Air Force forward air controllers who operate on the ground to provide real-time targeting information and ensure the accuracy and effectiveness of airstrikes. Section 5. Adapting to the terrain, the versatility of air-land operations. One of the most compelling aspects of air-land operations is their adaptability to diverse terrains and operational environments. From the sprawling deserts of the Middle East to the dense jungles of Southeast Asia, from the rolling plains of Europe to the mountainous regions of Afghanistan, air-land operations have proven their effectiveness across a wide range of challenging landscapes. In open terrain, the speed and maneuverability of air power, coupled with the firepower and mobility of armored and mechanized units, allow for rapid advances and decisive engagements. Air power can quickly identify and engage enemy formations, while ground forces can exploit breakthroughs and envelop enemy positions. The vast distances of desert warfare, once considered insurmountable obstacles, become manageable with the reach of air power and the strategic mobility provided by airlift capabilities. In more constricted environments, such as jungles or urban areas, air power can provide critical support to ground forces by suppressing enemy fire, disrupting their movements, and delivering precise strikes against fortified positions. While dense foliage or urban canyons may limit the effectiveness of some air assets, helicopters, drones, and precision-guided munitions provide valuable tools for navigating these challenges and supporting ground operations. In urban warfare, where close-quarters combat and the presence of civilians complicate the battlefield, air power can be used to surgically target enemy strongpoints, reducing collateral damage and minimizing risk to friendly forces. Section 6. The pillars of success. Key factors in air-land operations. The effectiveness of air-land operations hinges on a delicate interplay of factors, a symphony of coordinated efforts that, when harmonized, can orchestrate decisive victories. These critical elements, like the pillars supporting a mighty edifice, are essential for ensuring the success of these complex military endeavors. One of the most important factors is unified command. This does not necessarily mean that all forces must be under the direct control of a single commander, but rather that there must be a shared understanding of the overall strategic objectives and a willingness to cooperate and coordinate efforts. Effective air-land operations require seamless communication and coordination between air and ground commanders, ensuring that both branches are working in concert to achieve a common goal. Equally vital is effective communication. In the fast-paced and fluid environment of modern warfare, the ability to share real-time intelligence, coordinate movements, and direct firepower with speed and accuracy is paramount. This requires robust communication networks that can withstand enemy jamming and provide secure channels for transmitting critical information between air and ground units. Sound tactics are also essential for success. Military leaders must develop innovative and adaptive tactics that leverage the strengths of both air and ground forces while mitigating their respective weaknesses. This requires a deep understanding of the capabilities and limitations of each branch, as well as the ability to anticipate and react to enemy movements and countermeasures.